This is Ctc News with Wesley Qatar, broadcasting from Sint Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It's the 21st day of November 2012 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Wesley Qatar and this is Ctc News broadcasting live from Ctc Studios at Station Mall. Tonight in local news, Governor de Graaf School Board satisfied, plus Sterk anticipates growth of island's consumer confidence. More on these local headlines after a word from our sponsors.
In everything we do, there is a risk, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there girl, you know I care girl, cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, don't have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there girl, you know I care girl, cause I care.
Don't touch that dot. To advertise your business or promote events, contact us at CTC on 318-1627, 318-4664 or 318-4453. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
Ctc News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
The Governor de Graaf School Board has undergone some recent changes, namely having the school become a foundation and also relocating to a new building. The school started nearly a year ago with a breakfast project, serving a healthy breakfast every morning to the students. We of the school and school board are very happy with our government to have sponsored this project. We do hope that they will continue to finance it and take it to the next level by implementing this tradition in serving all students a healthy, nutritious breakfast, the school board said. The school receives donations for their breakfast program. Dutch Minister of Home Affairs and Kingdom Relations, Ronald Plasterk, is positive that consumer confidence in the Dutch public entities, Bonaire, Sint Eustatius and Saba, will grow next year as a result of the tax relief measures. The minister stated this in a letter he sent to the second chamber of the Dutch Parliament on Monday, in which he provided information on results of the recently published Perception Study Caribbean Netherlands 2012. The perception study was carried out before delegations of Bonaire, Sint Eustatius and Saba reached an agreement with Dutch State Secretary of Finance, Frans Wekers, in October 2012 to take a number of measures that would bring financial relief to the island in both the fiscal and social areas. The study, for which more than 650 residents were interviewed, showed that 67% of the local population believed their purchasing power had decreased since their island had become a public entity of the Netherlands per October 10, 2011. However, the results of the Perception Study Caribbean Netherlands 2012 do show that things have gotten substantially better in 2012, stated the minister. There is clear improvement in the perception of the Dutch government's functioning where it pertains to the Caribbean Netherlands. People are generally more satisfied with the level of services that the Dutch government provides in the area of healthcare, education, the tax department, and police. People also feel safer. Plus, Sterk explained that the researchers of the Perception Study Caribbean Netherlands 2012 had paid much attention to making sure that this is This was representative by guaranteeing that the correct cross-section of the population was chosen where it pertains to age, education, and background of the interviewed persons. It is the intention to carry out a perception study Caribbean Netherlands every year, at least until the general evaluation in 2015. The first study was in October 2011. Up next in regional news, Camellia acts to form a new Curacao government, Anguilla to host its first CXC governance meetings. More on regional headlines as we return from a word from our sponsors.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at Ctc Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At Ctc Creativity, there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints, which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. Ctc Creativity, where creativity stands out.
Don't touch that dot. To advertise your business or promote events, contact us at CTC on 318-1627, 318-4664 or 318-4453. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
Ctc News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we have reached our regional and international news for this evening. Acting Governor Adele van der Pluijm-Vrede has appointed Glenn Camellia as formateur and tasked him with forming a new Curaçao government. She did so 3 days after the former informateur reported on his exploration of the possibilities and a willingness agreement signed by PS, 6 seats, PAIS, 4, Pay and Pay, 1, and now independent former PAR parliamentarian Glenn Sulveran for a minimal majority of 11 in the 21-seat legislature. Camellia has until December 14th at the latest to present his findings. He had to go through a screening process based on the new integrity law before he could become formateur. However, the acting governor still mentioned a preferably broad majority in her instructions. PS, PAIS, P and Pay, and Sulveran have decided meanwhile to again approach PAR on joining them because they also consider their support base too narrow. The prospective coalition partners would not wait too long and want to see a gesture from the party led by former Antillean Prime Minister Emily de Jong El Hage by the end of the week. They have started discussions, the task of a transitional cabinet with non-political professionals to be installed that will tackle urgent problems facing the island. PAR, which was deeply affected by Sulveran's decision to leave the fraction and take his seat with him, has stated that it remains willing to negotiate. According to de Jong El Hage, Sulveran has not yet said he was angry and considered leaving when she had a heated discussion with him Friday morning. On Anguilla, Anguilla will host the annual government's meetings of the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, for the first time on the 6th and 7th of December 2012. The meeting of the School Examinations Committee, SEC, will be held on Thursday, 6th December, and the 44th meeting of Council, CXC's highest decision-making body, will be held on Friday, the 7th of December. Among the major agenda items for discussions at the Council meeting are the proposed revisions to the agreement establishing the Council, the Registrar's report, and the 2013 budget. The presentation ceremony for the most outstanding candidate in the May-June 2012 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, CAPE and the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, will be held at 7 p.m. on Thursday, the 6th of December at the Rodney MacArthur Ray Auditorium in the Valley. During the ceremony, which also marks the official opening of the council meeting, awards will be presented to 17 students from across the region, 9 for outstanding performance at CAPE and 8 for outstanding performance at CSEC. Edison Bard, Minister of Education in Anguilla, will deliver the feature address at the ceremony and declare the council meetings open. The council comprises representatives of 16 participating countries, the University of West Indies, University of Guyana, and the teaching profession. The council deals with finance and administrative issues, while the SEC deals with technical and examination issues. Tonight in international news, HIV infections fall, UN says ending AIDS is now feasible. An end to the worldwide AIDS epidemic is in sight, the United Nations says, mainly due to better access to drugs that can both treat and prevent the human immunodeficiency virus HIV that causes the disease. Progress over the past decade has cut the death toll and helped stabilize the number of people infected with HIV, the UN AIDS program said in its annual report on Tuesday. Some 34 million people were living with HIV at the end of 2011, the report said. Deaths from AIDS fell to 1.7 million in 2011, down from a peak of 2.3 million in 2005 and from 1.8 million in 2010. Worldwide, the number of people newly infected with HIV, which can be transmitted via blood and by semen during sex, is also falling. At 2.5 million, the number of new infections in 2011 was 20% lower than in 2001. Since 1995, AIDS drug treatment known as antiviral therapy has saved 14 million life years in poorer countries, including 9 million in sub-Saharan Africa, the report said. Sub-Saharan Africa is the most severely affected region, with almost 1 in every 20 adults infected, nearly 25 times the rate in Asia. There are also almost 5 million people with HIV in South, Southeast, and East Asia combined. Some 8 million people were being treated with AIDS drugs by the end of 2011, and a 20-fold increase since 2003. The United Nations has set a target to raise that to 15 million people by 2015. But he said the pace must be stepped up so that every month more people are started on life-saving HIV treatments than the month before. Scientific studies have shown that getting timely treatment to those with HIV can also cut the number of people who become newly infected with the virus. UNAIDS said the sharpest declines in the new HIV infections since 2001 were in the Caribbean and in sub-Saharan Africa, where new infections were down 25% in a decade. Despite this, sub-Saharan Africa still accounted for 71% of people newly infected in 2011, underscoring the need to boost HIV prevention efforts in the region, UNAIDS said. Of the 1.7 million AIDS-related deaths in 2011, 1.2 million were in the sub-Saharan Africa. HIV trends are also a concern in other regions, it said. Since 2001, the number of new HIV infections in the Middle East and North Africa was up more than 35%, from 27,000 to 37,000, it said, and evidence suggests HIV infections in Eastern Europe and Central Asia began increasing in the late 2000s after being relatively stable for several years. Up next, we go to our 3-day weather report for Statia, Saba, and St. Martin. Stay tuned for local weather conditions during the coming days after a short break.
In everything we do, there is a risk, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, don't have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, cause I care.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at Ctc Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At Ctc Creativity there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints, which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. Ctc Creativity, where creativity stands out.
Ctc News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggings Shopping Center.
Welcome back. This is our 3-day weather forecast for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin. We will begin as usual on Statia and Saba. Tonight, November 21st, we'll have scattered showers with temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds southeast at 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Thursday, November 22nd, scattered showers with temperatures of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds southeast at 11 miles per hour. Finally, on Friday, November 23rd, scattered showers with temperatures of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain with winds southeast at 10 miles per hour. We now move to St. Martin. Tonight, November 21st, scattered showers with temperature of 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chance of rain with winds south-southeast at 4 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Thursday, November 22nd, scattered showers with temperature of 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds south-southeast at 7 miles per hour. On Friday, November 23rd, scattered showers with a temperature of 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% chances of rain and winds at south-southeast at 6 miles per hour. That was our 3-day local weather forecast for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin, correction. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to stay tuned later this evening for Late Night with Lyrics, your weekly talk show. We will be back on Friday, but until then, do have a good one.